more than just football tonight at the stadium with all these stories that have been told. And, it kind of puts everything in perspective for the students as well as this team. Now it's time you got to turn that focus to the football game. And I think the Maroons came down again a little bit hyped up, just like they did last week against Ankeny.
Dowling Catholic wins the toss. They have deferred. Johnston will get the football and defend the north end zone. Dowling will go from right to left, south to north here at Drake Stadium. The Dowling Catholic Maroons in their home maroon uniforms, white solid numbers, white pants tonight with the cross on the left hip. They've got their black and white shoes with the pink shoelaces, white helmets with the maroon stripe down the middle and the block D on the left and on the right. The Johnston Dragons in their road white uniforms, purple number with Johnston on the front, the names on the back. The numbers are in purple, trimmed with yellow, and the helmets have the Johnston logo, that J, on the both sides. So Dowling Catholic will kick the football. It'll be Avery Mason who will kick it off for Dowling Catholic as we are approaching 8 o'clock and getting ready for high school football. 8 o'clock in Middle America and around the world. Glad to have you aboard here on 1150 KWKY and also DowlingWebcasting.com. And here in the stadium, if you're listening, say hello to all of you who bring us along. We very much appreciate you letting us be part of your broadcast and game experience. Avery Mason will kick it off. And back deep for the Johnston Dragons. They've got 2 men deep. One of them is Matt Zinzelmeyer. He is on the right side. And on the left side is Mitch Bowles. And Avery Mason is ready to kick it off.
And, Paul, Dowling elected to defer, and that's a win-win for them because, number one, they're going to have the wind at their back. And if they can hold Johnston here, they're going to force them to punt into the wind.
The kickoff is off, and it's taken by Cronin up at to the 30-yard line, and he is hit on a secondary effort. It wasn't an initial contact by Dowling. It was a second player that knocked him in. And that is where Johnston will start the football at the 30-yard line. No score. We're underway here at Drake Stadium.
And again, watching this Johnston team warm up, their offensive line is enormous. And I'm talking the smallest is around 255. Their right guard is 300 pounds. A good-looking offensive line and good-looking, tall, skilled people.
Kinning at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He sends a man in motion. The first play of the game is a pass. It's a double clutch. Gelati on the coverage. It's going to be incomplete. The pass was intended for Zach Bowles, the senior wide receiver. Incomplete. It'll be second down.
And we're going to be seeing that all night long. Johnston is going to run out of the shotgun, and they're just going to throw the ball all over the field. But, with this wind, I think it's going to force them to keep those down to short passes for most of the night.
Dowling Catholic comes out in their defense. Heckman is back deep, calling out a signal here at the last minute. Quarterback throws out of the shotgun, and it's caught on the far sideline, and it's caught. Colin Moss makes the catch, and he gets about almost 6-7 yards. It'll be third down and short.
Again, just a real quick pass. Wanted to get it in his hands as fast as they could. A nice pickup on the play of 7 yards for Johnston, so it brings up third and about 3.
Johnson breaks the huddle. The quarterback is Michael Kinning, 6'3", 180-pound junior. This time he is going to go under center, at least for the moment, and send one man from the right side of the formation to the left. He's under center. It's going to be a handoff. Goes to Yoakum on the left side. Yoakum's got the first down, and he's still on his feet. Escort out of bounds. Wisniewski and Navin on the far side, but that's enough for a first down. Move the chains for Johnston.
Yeah, Johnston came out with a strong formation right, did a shift to the left. It really doesn't affect Dowling the way their alignment is. They were set up for a zone in the secondary. Just a small adjustment that took place there. And they ran to the strong side and enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 from the 41, no score, 11:08 to play. Kinning is going to go under center again. That's 2 plays now. He's going to give it again to Yoakum on the left side. Same exact play. Yoakum, same exact. He's still on his feet to the 40, to the 35 before he's tackled by John Wisniewski. Almost the exact same play, Dave, and it worked for even more yards this time.
Yeah, a huge hole on the left side of the line, just straight blocking on the Dowling defense there. Wisniewski made the tackle. I tell you, we talked about this in pregame, that Johnson would come out and ready to play, and this would make their season. They're very senior dominated, and they've lost a couple times. So to beat Dowling would look pretty good on their record, and I tell you what, they look good right now.
Johnson moving the football, throwing it this time. It's caught by Moss on the far side. Moss gets another 5-6 yards, and Moss is tackled on that far side. Michael Sherinian also in on the stop. That's Andrew Clemon. Clemon makes the stop, but not before 5 yards.
Yeah, that Moss play is a senior. He's been playing their flanker position. He's also their backup quarterback, Paul. So I'm sure Dowling's aware of that on a possible double pass that they could be setting up later in the game.
Offset formation in the backfield. Kenning under center. He's got one receiver left and one right. It's going to be a handoff to Yoakum, and Yoakum is not going to go anywhere this time.
Dowling bringing a stun on that time, bringing a couple linebackers, putting a lot of pressure on the inside.
Clement and Kramer make the tackle. Sorry, Dave.
That's okay. Quarterback carrying out the bootleg action. I always like to see what they're trying to set up when they run plays, and it's the second time they've run that play, and both times he carries the bootleg action out, so you know they're going to come to the bootleg one of these times.
7th play of the drive is a 3rd and 6 from the 30. It's Yoakum on the counter. Yoakum is going to be tackled back at about the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle made. Sam Harold. He was really the only guy that was going to make that tackle. Otherwise, Yoakum's still running.
Yes, Sam's assignment on that actually was backside on that. Is you get as deep as back, and he executed the fundamentals perfectly, played off his man, and came in and made the tackle. Brings up a 4th and 5, Paul. First big play of the game right off the bat here in the first quarter.
8th play is a 4th and 5 from the 29. Johnston got one. Kenning in the shotgun, throws it off to the safety valve, and it's caught close to the first down.
Oh, he's
short, though.
He's short.
It was Cronin. Wisniewski makes the tackle, as does Matthew Farmonic, and the Maroon defense holds. Turnover on downs. Dowling has the football. Let's go down to the sideline, and Brian Morris.
Yeah, John Wisniewski made a great play on that. He took the ball, or took the receiver in the flat, and he got it down in position to make that tackle. The running back tried to make a juke on him, but John stayed in position, tackled him low, stopped him for about a half a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and on the inside, Nick Naven coming on a stunt, putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Hartlib hands it off to Ben Goley up the middle. Goley puts a nice move up the middle and gets almost 7 yards before he is tackled. Great first pickup, and it's a no huddle.
Here we go again. Dowling has shown this before, not all the time, but this no-huddle offense, they do a very good job running it.
Handoff again to Goley. Goley waits for his blocker, cuts it loose to the 40, and he's tackled at the 44-yard line. Great run, Ben Goley. First down made. Kyle Arnold makes the stop. Again, no huddle.
And that was, I'm going to have to talk fast, Paul, to keep up with these Maroons. That tailback counter, Evan Barkley, Jimmy Barsetti pulling from their right guard and tackle position to lead the block. Ben Goley, nice job reading them.
Pickup of 10 for Goley. One receiver left, one receiver right. It's Hartlib again under center, gives it to Goley. Goley up the gut is hit, spins back his way. He was stopped for no gain, and he keeps going. Little premature whistle. Goley was still clearly on his feet after he picked up about 3 yards.
Oh, that was the line official on the Johnston side who blew the whistle way too early. Fortunately, they gave Dowling their forward motion where it belongs.
2nd and 6. Hartlib's going to throw off the back foot, and it's going to be incomplete. It was going to be enough for a first down, but it's out of the hands. Matthew Hawk on the far side, just a little too short of a pass. And again, the no huddle continues.
Nice, quick little out pattern. Dowling doing everything they can to take advantage of this wind, get as many plays as they can off with the wind at their back.
3rd and 6 from the 47. Handoff to Goley around the left, and Goley's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play. Richards makes the stop for Johnston, and just like that, it's 4th down and a long way to go.
Yeah, Paul, that was the tailback counter again. Same play, Barkley and Barsetti pulling, and what happened is the backside tackle was able to get inside the pulling the pulling lineman, and made the tackle backside.
Hawk is in to punt the football, standing back at his 32, but there is a whistle on the play. I believe Johnson had one too many players on the field, and they're going to have to take a timeout. We will keep it here because I think we're plenty ahead on ad inventory because, Dave, we had lots of time to talk about this game beforehand, but so far, Give me your assessment on what's happened.
Well, you know, Johnston really came out and did a nice job moving the ball down the field, and the Dowling defense did what they did last week. They'll bend but not break. Came up with a big fourth down stop, and offensively, Dowling Catholic looks like they're focusing, obviously, on the run a lot. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, I don't think we called Ben Goley's name a whole lot last week against Ankeny, so it looks like Dowling's trying to establish the run early on in this game.
Let's go down to Brian Morris down on our sideline. Brian?
On that last play, guys, you're right, Dave. They went back to the same play, that counter bootleg, and I think, or counter attack from Ben Goley, and Johnston sniffed that out, and they had about 4 guys in the backfield. But again, that could be a play coach is using to set up something else later in the game.
We'll find out. That's Brian Morris down on our sideline. 4th and 7 from the 26. 7:22 to play in the first quarter. A whistle before the play.
That's going to be on Dowling Catholic for movement.
I think they had a little movement there.
Yeah.
So, hey, I want to let you know, Dave, Dowling Catholic High School football webcasting. Remember I said 5 games? 5 of 9. They were home games this year. Webcasting is at dowlingcatholic.org. For the Ankeny game, there were 3,200 viewers across 26 states watching that game.
Well, that's a lot of people, you know, and you talk about this webcasting, and I think it's really been successful and a great move by a lot of people that I'm sure we'll talk about later.
Well, we're glad to have you aboard. If you're watching us in Seattle or Washington, D.C., Hawk is going to take 7 steps to the left and kick the football away. It bounces at the 20 and goes over the return man's head, and all of a sudden Ogden's got to hurry, and he's not going to.
He did get it.
He did get it down at the 1. I didn't know if he did it. It looked like he had slid past the football.
Well, instead of running and getting on the end zone side of it, he decided to chase it, which probably wasn't the best decision because he had to run and catch it, but he did, and the ball is on the.
It's got to be on the 1 foot line.
It's inside the 1 yard line.
So Ogden made that play, and Brian, I don't know if you saw it any better, but that was nice.
Yeah, great play. The punt took a nice Dowling bounce. You know, put against the wind, puts Johnson in a tough position right now.
All right, we're going to go from left to right, so it's 1st and 10 from the 1 yard line of Johnston. They've got a long way to go, 99 yards to a score. It's a handoff by Yoakum, and Yoakum is almost stopped in the end zone. They're going to say he got out, but he did not get more than half a yard, if he even got half a yard.
It looked like Alex Kramer in there. It's hard to tell from here, Paul, where we were, but Alex did a nice job shooting the A-gap and making the tackle, and that's the same play Johnston's been running earlier. Johnston will not be afraid to throw down here. They'll do those quick passes, quick slant, and that quick pass to the sideline.
Kenyon is 5 yards deep in his end zone, more like 4. He's at the soccer line in that end zone. He's going to turn around and hand it off to Yoakum. Actually, is that Yoakum? Again, it is hard to see because they're on the far side with Yoakum. I saw the 1. I'm like, I can't hand it off to himself. Yoakum gets another yard. So now, Dave, you've only gained maybe a yard in 2 plays, and now you got to start thinking if you don't get any more yardage, you got to think about how you're going to punt the football away.
Absolutely, and Dowling Catholic's thinking that too. This is a huge 3rd down play for Dowling because of the reason you just said. If they can hold Johnston here, they're going to have to kick into this win, and Dowling's going to have excellent field position if they can hold on this down. I'd look for a quick pass coming here.
Kenning is going to fake the handoff and going to throw the football, and it's going to be caught by the man who was in motion at the beginning of the play.
I think he got it.
Alex McEwen, and I think he got 11 yards, just enough, but on 3rd and long from the 1, good composure by the junior quarterback, moved the chains. Johnston escapes the coffin corner.
Yeah, they faked the play they just ran previous 2 times, and they came up and threw off that and were able to pick up the 1st down. That's a big play for Johnston offense.
Gain of 12 for Johnston. Kenning has the shotgun formation snap. He's going to roll to his right side, throw back his body to the left side, looking for the double pass. They got it to Yoakum. Yoakum is met by Mike Sherinian. After a pickup of maybe 2, he got up to about the 15.
What a great play by Michael Sherinian coming up to make the tackle, and we've talked about what a great surprise he's been this year. You know, we saw Johnston run that screen there, Paul. We're going to see a lot of screens from Johnston. They like running that play.
Well, and it was a nice is set up. They're running some of those same setups like Brian was talking about. You run some of that same motion, then all of a sudden you throw that wrinkle because you get lulled into thinking the same thing is going to happen. Johnston's going to call. We got a whistle here before we can get the football moved. It's 2nd and 8 from the 16. Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150 KWKY, streaming on KWKY.com and webcasting at dowlingcatholic.org is brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Mama Lacona's Restaurant, and Capital Sanitary.
I think the problem is the 25-second clock because it still reads 25, and it shouldn't.
So now they're going to have to probably keep that on. Brian Morris, do you know?
It looks like the end zone on the south side, that clock sticks at 25, and the one on the north side is moving down. So I think Johnston facing that clock, which that was a problem last week. That clock sometimes on that south side doesn't get reset. I'm not sure. It seems like they should be connected somehow.
All right. So there, no clock has started yet. 2nd and 8, no score. 5:47 to play between Johnston and Dowling Catholic here from Drake Stadium. Beautiful night. If you like a little bit of wind. Kidding is still awaiting to approach that line. This is the 5th play of the drive, and it's a 2nd and 8.
Well, they're just standing looking at that clock. I don't know if they plan on something jumping out of it or what, but I'm surprised they just don't play the game.
Well, I think they're about to now. They wind the clock, and the clock does move. So here we go. Kinning is going to be under center. He's going to hand it off to Yoakum on the left side, and Yoakum is going to be stopped about 5 yards behind the line, but Yoakum is still moving his feet.
Matthew Formanek. No, that was Sam Harold.
Sam Harold was in there. Alex Kramer, who I see still did not get any paint put back onto his helmet.
Sam did a great job on that. I was watching him shoot inside. He just a wonderful job getting to the ball, picking up the ball carrier, throwing him for a 4 or 5 yard loss, brings up 3rd and 12. Another big play for Johnston early in the game.
Loss of 4. 3rd and 12 from the 12-yard line. Kinning throws the football, caught on that far side, but nowhere near the yardage necessary. Wisniewski and Navin make the stop of the wide receiver. That was Cullen Moss, the 6'2", 190-pound junior. And Johnston's going to have to punt the football. Better position, but still not great, as the punter will go back to the 1. The punter is the quarterback, Kinning.
And what Dowling Catholic punt returners want to do is catch the ball. Don't let it hit the ground.
The short snap is short, and the kick is short. It's going to be taken by Ogden at the 45 to the 40.
There we go.
And Ogden was trying to run. Yoakum, and also combining on the tackle is Kyle Arnold. Let's go down to Brian Morris on our sideline.
Yeah, that punt, Brandon Ogden made a nice play on it. It took a nice hop right to him, but he got about 2 yards, and he almost had it broken down downfield, but he got shoestring tackled, or I think he'd have went all the way.
I think Dowling, with this wind behind him with 4:15 on the clock, one of these times they're going to use this wind and try and force that ball downfield on a long pass.
Ogden's left, Hawk is right. Wisniewski goes from fullback to the tight end position. Goalie's the lone setback. They're going to throw it to Hawk. Hawk catches it at the 35, and then Hawk out in no man's land. Nice tackle there. Mitch Bowles, he was the only one that was going to stop Hawk. I was watching that play. That was thrown way before Hawk even turned.
I was just going to say the same thing. Hartley really threw a nice pass throwing that ball earlier, and look for Wisniewski getting involved in this game too early. And Ryan Boyle, the freshman, coming in at quarterback on this play.
Well, we'll get a chance to see it. The ball's at the 34-yard line. It was a pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. Boyle
in the shotgun too, Paul.
In 3 receivers to the left. He did not throw a pass this week. I have a feeling we might see a pass at some point tonight. Goalie's going to go around the right side and almost a hold. Ball comes out at the end of the play, but goalie falls back on it. Tackle made there on the far side of the football field. Brandon Sexton. It'll be 3rd down after a gain of nothing.
Well, goalie trying to get outside. T.J. Palmy was blocking for him. Goalie probably should have cut it up behind him, even though it doesn't look like there's anything there. You aren't going to get outside your lineman's block on that.
Hartlib is back in the shotgun formation. Goalie is behind Hartlib. He's got the 5 linemen in front of him. It's going to be a pass, fake, the out and up. They're going to go down the left sideline to wide open. It's going to be caught by Dowling Catholic. And it's going to be near the end zone for Addison Bennett, and it is a touchdown. Addison Bennett in for the score, and Dowling strikes first.
There's that pass, and beautiful little pump fake, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Bennett's first touchdown this year, isn't it, Paul?
I believe that it is, and it comes at the 2:52 mark in this senior night. The junior on senior night makes the catch.
What a big play. He's my old neighbor, and I watched that young man grow up, and it's good to see him get involved in this. He's had a good season, and he finally gets a chance to score a touchdown. I'm sure he's awfully excited about that.
Avery Mason in for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Dowling leads 7-0. We'll take a break on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY.
Kicking off for Dowling Catholic will be Avery Mason. Wells and Zinselmeyer back deep for the Dragons.
It only took Dowling 3 plays to go 39 yards, capped by a 34-yard touchdown pass from Dan Hartlib to Addison Bennett. The extra point by Avery Mason is good, and Dowling leads 7-0. Mason kicks a high end-over-end kick taken at the 10-yard line by Johnston, and a quick, incredible tackle made. I believe that's Leif Monson. And the monster comes through, makes the stop, and Johnson will start it from there. Let's go down to Brian Morris.
You know, that pass by Dan Hartley was a beautifully thrown ball. Addison Bennett made a quick move on the defensive back, was fading to the left side of the end zone, and Dan Hartley put the ball, enough air under the ball that Addison could run under it. Great play by the Maroons to get the first score on the board.
Johnston faces an uphill battle again. The ball starts at their own 22-yard line. Dowling had the short field capitalized, and now they're trying to make a stop on defense. There's a man in motion, and it's going to be a give on the jet play around the right side, or the right side, Nick Stitzel, and he is tackled after maybe a yard.
Sam Harold again.
Sam Harold and also Mike Sherinian in there. So Harold's been a player you've been saying a lot of things about
Sam
tonight,
has
Dave.
been involved a lot. That's his third or fourth tackle. He's just playing a big game tonight.
Stitzel gets one. Ball goes, actually no gain. No gain goes to the 22. So, again, bend don't break, but soon you make big plays.
Right. Really no gain at all on that play. So nice job by Sam Harold.
Kinning goes in the shotgun formation, looks to the left side of the formation and throws it, and it's dropped. The intended receiver was Cullen Moss. And he had 2 Maroons on him, and he didn't get any yardage because, well, he didn't catch it.
Well, Kenny was lucky to get that off because Nick Navin was coming on a stunt. Came through completely untouched. The back tried to pick him up, but it was kind of a poor effort. But nice pressure on the quarterback, brings up 3rd and 10.
Dowling trying to pin Johnston back and play that field position game, because with 2:05 to play, if Johnson gets no more yards, they're going to have to punt into that wind yet again. Kinning in the shotgun formation. He's got Yoakum next to it. He's going to throw the football, and does a vertical pass, or a horizontal pass, that is. And it's going to be up to about the 28-yard line before Tim Mackey makes the stop. It was a pass caught by Dylan Temple.
Throwing the ball not downfield a whole lot again because of the wind. A lot of the passes for Johnston, in fact, almost every single one of them, Paul, have gone to the sideline. They tried one slant pass earlier in the middle, but all the rest have gone to the sideline. Brings up 4th down. catch the ball, Dowling.
Kinning gets it away. There is a flag. It's going to be caught over the shoulder by Matthew Hawk back at the 35-yard line. He jukes left, jukes right, escapes one tackle, but is not going to escape the second one. And we've got a flag all the way back at the 25, so we'll hold it here for a moment. But I don't know if Brian Morris saw anything. But, Brian, what's going on?
You know, I did not see. It came right as soon as the ball was snapped, so I don't know if it was procedure on Johnston.
I bet they're going to make him kick it again.
Yeah, I'd make him kick it again.
They're going to decline the penalty.
Okay,
we're
not
They're
going
going to take it. Wow. They probably want to use the clock that they have.
That's actually what I was just going to say, Dave. I bet when you have the clock, use it to your advantage. 7-0, Dowling leads, 1:22. And sorry.
You know, they're going to end up going downfield on this thing, too.
Dowling has the football from the 38-yard line. And they send Hawk out to the left. They're going to go to the I formation, and that's Reed Flood lined up in front of Ben Goley. It's Dan Hartlib under center. Gives the fake to Goley, and they are going down deep. They're going to Brandon Ogden, who's open, but just off of his fingertips and incomplete. The coverage down on the play for Johnston. The coverage, Mitch Bowles was there step for step on Brandon Ogden.
Nice pass by Dan Hartlib. Nice play, nice execution. Just about a foot too far. Nice pass by Dan. Kevin Boyle, or excuse me, I keep calling him Kevin. Ryan Boyle, freshman quarterback, back in for a play here.
The Maroons are 62 yards from the score with 1:15 to play. They lead 7-0. Boyle fakes it. He's going to run the football, and he is going to be hit, stood up, and dropped. And they're going to say there's a fumble.
He fumbled. He was
Joe
hit hard.
Scanlon was the one who delivered the pop, and Johnston has the football. The freshman turns it over, and just like that, Johnston has it with 1:08 to play. That's the first turnover of this football game.
Yeah, they really came through and put a shot on Ryan trying to get up the middle. We talked about these linebackers are tough-nosed kids for Johnston. They came up, put a shot on him. That was a big play for Johnston with 1:08 left in the first quarter.
So the Johnston Dragons are back in Dowling territory with the football at the 37-yard line. 37 to score with 1:08. And it's going to be a handoff to Yoakum around the left side, and Yoakum is hit. But after he gets a gain of 1, the Nick Navin makes the stop. Under a minute to play now in the first quarter.
Nice job by Nick coming up from his linebacker position to make the tackle. Also a little help from Sam Harold on that play.
Got a little help from my friends on that one. That's what you need. 2nd and 8 from the 35-yard line. The cheerleaders spread from pretty much the whole length of the field in front of us.
We need a few more cheerleaders, don't we, Paul?
I think you got the dance team thrown in there and some more Maroon crew members. 2nd and 8 from the 35. Kinning's going to play action. Here comes the pass. It's a screen, and it's going to be caught by Yoakum at the 30. Puts a move into the inside. Heckman comes up to make the stop, but not until the first down. And that screen was executed perfectly.
Yeah, that's that back screen again. Sam Harrell coming on a rush from his end position. He was the rush in, putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Give Kinney great credit for executing that play nicely for Johnston. Pick up the first down.
Pickup of 11, ball at the 24-yard line
and
with 10 seconds.
They're going to wait for the wind here, Paul.
I would not imagine I would be in any hurry to run the football. We're going to go ahead and take a break as the first quarter has come to a close. Dowling leads 7-0 right here on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY.